Joyful Sound Choir began in 1993 under the direction of Mrs. Paula Spencer. Joyful Sound is the only homeschool choir that has been serving and singing in the Houston and surrounding areas for over 20 years. Being a part of the choir gives junior high and high school students an opportunity to compete at regional and state choral competitions. It also allows children of all ages to participate in a high-quality choral program. Joyful Sound also offers excellent show choir choreography and classical ballet instruction under the direction of Mrs. Lauren Reitzamer with Magnify Dance Company. This program facilitates leadership opportunities for older students who serve on a junior staff. Joyful Sound performs 2 formal concerts per year, Christmas and spring, as well as an informal showcase in the fall. In the past, Joyful Sound has produced and performed 2 Broadway musicals, Annie Get Your Gun and Hello Dolly. There have also been smaller musical theater performances over the years, setting this program apart from just a regular choir. In 2015, Joyful Sound Choir was invited to audition for a spot in the Disney Christmas Parade at Walt Disney World in Florida, and we were selected. Additionally, in 2012, Joyful Sound took a bite out of the Big Apple and traveled to New York City, where we were invited to sing at the Lincoln Center. But above all the fabulous performance opportunities, the performances that stand out above the rest are those that take place during our annual ministry season. Each year for the past 20 years, Joyful Sound has spent the first few weeks of the Christmas season serving the community through dancing and singing. We are asked to return to all of our venues each and every year. The lessons that we learn by spending time with the elderly and the very young, with the homeless and the less fortunate, are far more worthy than any applause we could ever receive. We have watched grown men at a homeless shelter weep as we sing of God's love and grace. We have stood bedside with cancer patients and watched God's powerful mercy wash over them right before our eyes. For years we have laughed, cried, danced, and sang with the residents at Brookwood. Whether we are sharing the joy of music and dance at a school for autistic children or in front of the Crave Cupcake store, we absolutely love ministry season. It is the most cherished time of the year for Joyful Sound members. But don't just take my word for it.
Miss Paula is the heartbeat of Joyful Sound. I've never met a more caring or forgiving person. She really takes each individual student and grows them as a person and as a musician. One of the most important things she taught me relationally is that you can learn something from any person if you take the time to look.
Joyful Sound has really helped shape who I am today. I've learned so much about myself, including my weaknesses and my strengths. I've also learned a lot about leadership skills, not only from me leading, but from watching others lead as well. Because of Joyful Sound, I am now inspired to pursue the arts and entertainment. I don't think I would have become the person I am today without Joyful Sound.
Hi, I'm Ariel Ditta, and I was in Joyful Sound for 7 years, from 2007 to 2014. And I am currently a junior in the vocal jazz program at the University of North Texas in Denton, Texas. Joyful Sound really played a huge role in helping me build my resume for all the different music schools I wanted to audition to. At the time, it was the only homeschool choir that participated in both of the well-respected Texas All-State choir competitions, such as TMEA and TPSMEA. I competed in both of these for 4 years, and I ended up earning the TPSMEA Scholarship Award for being a 4-year All-Stater my senior year of high school. Thanks to Miss Paula and Joyful Sound, I was given the necessary musical tools and leadership opportunities I needed to be successful at this prestigious music school for the past 2 years, and I could never thank them enough for that.
What's your favorite part about choir?
Everything. I love the singing, learning new songs, and dancing, and I get to make a lot of friends.
What about Miss Paula? What do you love about Miss Paula?
Miss Paula, she's so nice and sweet, and you can tell that she really, really loves us, and she has helped me so much with my confidence.
join Joyful Sound, you think you're getting an extracurricular activity, but what you're really getting is a family. It doesn't matter if you join when you're 7 or when you're 17, Joyful Sound will become like your second home. Personally, I think one of the things that sets Joyful Sound apart is ministry season. This is basically a 2-week-long mission trip without ever leaving Houston. There's no possible way to summarize what ministry season has meant to me and all the people we've ministered to in 30 seconds, so I'll just encourage you to experience it yourself.
Hi, I'm Avery Ditta, and my favorite things about choir are ministry and show choir. I love ministry because it's a great way to spread joy, and I feel like the best Christmas gift to give is the gift of knowing Jesus. And my favorite thing about Miss Paula is that she's very supportive and she's a very, very sweet person. And whenever I grow up, I want to be a makeup artist, I want to be an actress and a mom and maybe a piano person. I don't know, I want to be a lot of things. Anyway, bye-bye.
Hi, my name is Matt Alexander. I joined Joyful Sound when I was in 7th grade, and I was in the choir until I graduated in 2004. Although I didn't pursue any career having to do with music, I truly feel that my time in the choir went a long way into shaping me who I am today. When I was 3 years old, I was identified as having a pretty severe articulation disorder, and I started speech therapy. I was still in speech therapy when I joined the choir, and it wasn't until a year following me joining that I finally graduated from speech therapy, and that's actually when I decided to become the speech therapist that I am today. I tell parents that I work with every year that although there's no research that I've seen to support it, I truly feel that my time in a choir such as JS went a long way into helping me improve my articulation abilities, especially when you think about the emphasis on pronunciation of those songs in foreign languages that we had to learn over all the years that I was in the choir. When I think back on all the different memories that I have from the choir, there's a million different ones that I have that I could go on and on and on, but majority of them have to do with the ministry concerts that we did over the years. One of my most favorite memories was when we were caroling in a hospital one year during the Christmas ministry season. We were going room to room singing for each patient in the hospital, and we finally stepped into this one room that for some reason had this weird netting from floor to ceiling around this woman's bed. And as we stepped into the room, or the threshold of the room, everyone in my group really felt uncomfortable there, not really sure what was going on, how to handle it, but we just took a deep breath and we started singing for the woman. As we started singing, the woman started crying. And in the middle of her sobbing, she stopped and told us that she had been told that she only had a couple of weeks left to live and that she would not live to see Christmas again. But the amazing thing is that was over a month before that when we went to visit her. And us coming into the room and singing for her, she realized she was going to get to see Christmas again. Even if it wasn't Christmas Day, us coming there helped her kind of feel that Christmas spirit and just know that God didn't say that her time was up. She went on to remind us that man does not write the stories of our lives. Man does not decide when our time here is up. God does. And that moment right then, along with so many other memories with JS, just really taught me the true meaning of humility, of service, having a servant heart, and really appreciating the small things in life. I promise you, if you were to join Joyful Sound, that your life will never be the same. The lessons you will learn far surpass those of simply learning how to sing, how to dance, and the other things that the choir performs. It will not only impact the lives of your children, but yourselves as well. Consider it. Take that leap of faith. It's amazing what God can do. Thank you.
Show me